Less than 2 weeks after being battered by Hurricane Helene, parts of the southeast, they are bracing for another high-impact storm brewing in the Gulf.
Yeah, this one another big threat to the coast of Florida. Brianne, Hurricane Milton briefly yesterday upgraded to a Category 5 hurricane, right now barreling towards Florida.
We actually have a live look from Naples, and this is the calm before the storm, as we say it. You can see not a lot happening right now, but this is all about to change, Alan.
The storm expected to make landfall on Florida's Gulf Coast in the Tampa Bay area probably late tomorrow into very early Thursday as a strong Category 3 storm, bringing the threat of life-threatening storm surges, flooding rains, and damaging wind.
We got kind of damaged Hurricane Ian, so just make sure that we get a little bit more precautious. Making sure all the sandbags are at our doorstep garage.
And Milton goes down in the record books as one of the top 10 strongest hurricanes that's ever been recorded in the Atlantic Basin. Members from Colorado Task Force 1, they're already in place in Florida, and they are ready to respond.
Yeah, so I suppose, when is that expected landfall?
Yeah, so we're looking at late tomorrow night with the center of the storm moving on shore. But keep in mind, these storms are large. Impacts can last 12 to 18 hours. So they'll begin to feel the effects as they make their way into tomorrow morning, with the worst of the storm tomorrow night and into the overnight hours. Here's the very latest on Milton. This advisory coming in just about an hour ago from the National Hurricane Center. Now a strong Cat 4 hurricane. So it did weaken some since yesterday. I imagine it's going to go through stages of weakening and strengthening before it makes landfall towards tomorrow night or early Thursday morning off the coast of Florida. Right now, still about 550 miles to the west-southwest of Tampa Bay. You can see as we put this into motion, the model does show it becoming maybe a Cat 5 once again, and then weakening some around landfall early Thursday morning with 125-mile-per-hour winds. Looks like it'll move from Tampa east towards Orlando, Daytona Beach, and then exit off the coast, moving into the cooler waters of the Atlantic as we approach the upcoming weekend. So flooding rain's a big concern for the Sunshine State. Some areas could see more than a foot of rain from that incoming hurricane, but also that storm surge, which refers to a rise in the normal ocean level. So sea level, let's say it sits just off the coast, it could be more than 12 to 15 feet higher than normal. Add crippling waves and wind on top of that, and that brings in that significant threat for coastal flooding. We're going to see the biggest threat right towards the Tampa Bay area. This includes Sarasota as well as St. Pete Beach, and we'll also see some bad storm surges to the south down towards Naples and Fort Myers.